Mick Corrigan here from Action Coach, and today I'm joined by Chris Ratcliffe. Chris is the founder of Langen Motorcycles and I believe Langen Technology. I've got to ask you about that, but tell us a bit about Langen then.
Okay, yeah. Hi, Mick. Langen, we are a motorcycle manufacturer primarily. We make bespoke, premium, really nice motorcycles that are different than most other motorcycles. And we do have an engineering arm of the business. We do contract engineering for other automotive manufacturers. That has helped us get to where we are. Really, some nice bread and butter work to help us develop motorbikes.
So motorbikes is your key focus and your passion, I
Yes.
think, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
So describe your customer.
Yeah. So our customer is somebody who grew up probably in the 70s or 80s and learned to ride motorbikes, probably illegally on fields, and then got the first bike, and it was a sense of freedom for them. And now they're probably in the 50s or 60s and some disposable income and want something that's really unique to them and something really special. A lot of them like the fact that the British built, and a lot of our supply chain is in Britain as well, and local. So we're making very special bikes for them. Some
Um,
collectors, some artists. Some people like to collect them as art. Some people just like to thrash them on the road.
right, okay. Yeah, so they look fantastic as well.
It's subjective, but we think they do. Yes.
And what would you say differentiates your proposition to other options that might be out there for that target market?
Yeah. Well, our first product has a two-stroke engine, which is really unique. There's not been a two-stroke road legal bike for around 30 years. So we've got some unique technology. We've partnered with a company in Italy who's sort of ex-Ferrari F1 guys, developed an engine. But our bikes are all about the premium materials, the finishes, and the performance, very lightweight. And very unique, a little bit retro styling, some nods to the past, but with lots of innovation in there.
Brilliant. So things are progressing nicely by the sounds of it.
Yes, they're progressing well. We're at a good point in our journey now, and we're just about to take another step up, actually.
So tell us more about that. What does the future hold?
Well, we've almost sold out of our first bike, the two-stroke. We're building 100 of those, and we're ready to launch our next bike. We've launched a concept. It's called the Lightspeed, a very different bike, but that's going to enable us to enter different markets outside the UK. Whereas at the moment we've been restricted due to legislation and type approval requirements just to the UK customer base. So, the target market's about 30 times bigger. But to do that, we need a lot of capital. So we've got the plan, we've got all the engineering complete. We just need to purchase all the tooling and do all the approval testing. So we're currently going for a funding round, some direct investment from actually some of our customers, and then we're supplementing it with a crowd fundraiser, which is just about to go live as well.
So that big opportunity, obviously.
Yes,
What
yeah.
what sort of challenges might be mixed in with that opportunity?
Well, the challenges of growth, I think, are similar in any industry. We spent a long time putting systems in place that we do not need now. Manufacturing systems, quality systems. We made 30 bikes over the last 12 months, but we've got systems in place that we could make and track 1,000 bikes with. So, we're trying to preempt that. But the most difficult challenges really are setting up the supply chain, a reliable, robust supply chain, which we've given us challenges in the past over the last few years, and getting these type approvals over the line as well. There are some technical challenges, but for us, technical challenges, that's our bread and butter. But the sort of distribution, after sales, and things like that is where we really need to expand and get some outside help with.
I can tell you love a technical challenge, don't you? Bring them on.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, we do.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. So how long do you say you've been going now?
Around 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what have been the big learnings for you during that time and for the business?
Hmm. Yeah. So people. So with a small team and a growing team, the people are absolutely critical. So there are only 7 of us here, and it's a real close team. We're all complementary to each other. it's not to say we complement each other all the time, but we're our skills are very complementary. Very, very good people. We're all driving in the same direction. So that is the most important as any industry. I mean, probably something that I've found is if you're trying to raise money from banks or things like that, try to do it when try to ask for your umbrella when the sun is shining rather than when it's raining, and it's much easier that way. So, if I could go back to the very beginning, I would have done that in the early days.
Yeah, and that's a good question. Good question to maybe ask actually. What if you could do it all over again? What are the key things you'd do differently?
Yeah, I think it's it's difficult because now we've got the hindsight of COVID and Brexit and all that kind of stuff, which we didn't anticipate. That was never in our SWOT analysis at the beginning. So, a global pandemic. But I think when our plans are set and we need capital at a certain point, try to get it as early as possible when things are going very good. We could have gone faster in the early days, but also I think diversifying and being agile. I think we did a lot of contract engineering work in the early days, which was fantastic. Some government grant work for EV technology and things like that, and that really sort of took the pressure off the business and was able to focus a lot on R&D of the new products, on the longer term goals. And when we got towards production of the first bike, we dropped off the contracting work and things, during uh, during COVID and Brexit, when things were a bit more challenging, we were struggling getting parts in. We didn't have that work to supplement the sort of troughs in the cash flow. So that was a challenging time. We really should have kept that going and actually just brought on more people to be able to facilitate doing a bit more varied work.
So take the risk of investing basically in
Yeah,
in people
yeah,
and equipment.
that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for sharing that, Chris, and exciting times ahead. Wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thanks very much.